I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite. They timid, thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause I'm timid. Look,
Esto es talento y favor and you got no skill. I got drive, baby, ustedes son roadkill. Yeah, ya te dije, no están en mi carta perder. De pequeño estoy ungido, baby, ese es mi flex. No me dieron nada por lo mío, José. 360 is your deal, man, I couldn't be me. Pa' mi frequency, te frequently. Matando esto con sabor y efficiency. No gasto tiempo, waste no time, not my money. Boss, baby, CEO del LLC. Lo tengo en un pánico. Dale rápido, quiero crecer y dar más fruto, algo botánico. Lo hice bien orgánico. Tomé el maquinón. Voy subiendo como espuma y tú bajando bien titánico. Out my way, I ain't built this in a day. But you know I'm here now to stay.
Opened in 2001, it lies on the same site and retains the name of the city's beloved former stadium. We're here at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Denver. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Opening play, and Bo will throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now it's 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix from the gun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Play action, Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, a better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's on the move. Has him running the comeback. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Third and 2, Mahomes to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Man in motion, headed right. Another throw for Mahomes. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Caught by Theo Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing again, Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. Finds the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Well, Brock, we normally talk about complimentary football at some point every week. So how about the way they've begun this one, huh? Force a punt and then cash it in for 6 on their opening drive.
Do we do it every game?
It feels like it. Almost every game, yeah.
I think you're right, because that's what the NFL is about. We all know the margins are so small in this league, and the team that typically plays the complimentary ball is typically the team that wins.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's Nix out of the pistol. Rolling out to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, I don't mind taking that risk, especially on early downs. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work. But Kate, the good news, you've got 2 more downs to try to find it first.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. He's fine there to continue the series.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Dump off to his fullback. And this one doesn't go far.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll throw again, Nix. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos tie this game 7-7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Buying some time right.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. Escapes the pocket. Launching deep down the right sideline. This is brought in at the 15. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. A poor return there. He only gets to the 15 before he's tackled. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for Nix. He lofts it deep left. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. Then brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he can get the first down.
It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Neither side separating much so far. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They could easily go for this. It's 4th and 2. Mahomes to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sail that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Prime connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
A second down throw for Mahomes. This throw is caught. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he stopped cold at the spot. We will keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. You set it down, score him at the 38. Nix with it on 1st. Pass taken in by Sutton. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That finds Vele complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Buying some time left. The ball's out, he lost it. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that will give them some serious momentum along with a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down from the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be second and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Hyatt going in motion right. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chiefs grow their lead off the turnover. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21. Butker on now to kick this one away. And this won't be a return. It's going to be a touchback, but because it hit in the landing zone first, Brock, per the new rules this season, the ball comes out to the 20 and not the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. Throwing here, Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's now second and 19 at the 11-yard line.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Chiefs take possession on his 13th INT of this season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now it's Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here at Mile High. The Chiefs trying to make some noise before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Hyatt going in motion right. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue piling onto this lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Running back sent in motion left. On first and 10, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And it's a pick six as he runs it in for the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
42. Broncos 7. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. Finds Mims. And he pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Nix from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 2.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Chiefs are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. Buys, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Escapes out to the left. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Never eat shredded wheat. Northeast, south, and west, right, Kate? And I like on 3rd downs, north and south. You start going east to west and eating that wheat, you could run into problems just like that.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs get more points to end a lopsided 1st half. man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
Harrison Butler at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. Throwing on first down, Nix. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Chiefs will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's second down coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
One final shot before halftime. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So after the penalty yardage marked off, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
But both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Blitz coming, Mahomes. On the move, headed right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Hyatt with the ground. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
A lot of room they need here. It's 4th and a long 8. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Chiefs will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. He finds him right side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And they won't return this, so with the new rules and because it hit in the landing zone first, the touchback will only come out to the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 23. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
It's caught, McLaughlin. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Nick Snad a throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
This our last play of the quarter. Here we go on 4th, Nix. And that's the record. His 5th interception of this ball game. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
He's on the move. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He throws a bullet deep to their... Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
It's Nix out of the pistol. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Leo Chanel makes the play.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Had to lay out for it, but touchdown. The Chiefs throwing 6 more on the blowout. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll run. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. Give him 13 on that play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. They'll run here on 1st down. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Nix. Finds a seam down the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by Burton. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Hand off to the back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Nix from the gun. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Flush down out to his left. That's low and bounces short of his man.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion right. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. He's loaded another one up. What a dive! I think he caught it! One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
A gain of 47 yards. And the first down, Chiefs.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And they snag some